So in this video, we are going to learn how to make this simple, minimalistic plant hanger. It's fairly straightforward. We're using one knot only, which is a wrap knot. Very few materials. I'm using 15 feet of 5mm recycled cotton rope in white, what I'm using. And then about 15 feet of this 1.5mm rope. Maybe 5 feet of each color, and that's plenty. So what you need to do is you need to take your white rope and cut 3 lengths in 5 feet. So you'll have 3 5-foot pieces. And then you're going to select one of your colors. And just below the halfway mark, you're going to start with the wrap knot. And you're going to do the wrap knot around all 3 strands of the 5mm rope. So I've got my loop. I'm going to pull that back up. Sure, I leave a tail long enough. And I'm just going to start wrapping. And when I pull to tighten this knot, it's going to squish the rope together a little bit more. So I want to make sure that I wrap for a decent amount. I'm trying to keep my wraps fairly neat. It's not a big deal if you have a bit of space, because those will get tightened together. But you want to try to avoid overlapping when you're doing your wrapping. So I'll go a little bit farther. I aim for about 2.5 inches or so. Really depends on how big you want your hook to be at the top. Okay, so I'll stop there. And then I'll feed my rope through the loop at the bottom and pull that wrap knot taut. If you've never done a wrap knot before, not to worry. I do have a separate video just showing it in a little bit more detail than this one is. So you can always take a look there. You just want to pull. There we go. Okay, so my first purple is done. So I will cut the ends. And then I'm going to use my gray. You can use whatever colors you like. If you don't have this thin rope, you can always use some thicker rope. It's totally up to you what you want your finished piece to look like. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to do another wrap knot, this time starting at where I started the purple. Lots of wrapping. By the time you do 1 or 2 of these little plant hangers, you will be a pro at wrap knots. Just kind of handy. Starting to get all tangled up at the end here. Need to fix that. Okay. Okay. we go, back on track. All right, where are we? And wrap, wrap, wrap. Again, remember the length of this wrap knot is gonna shorten a little bit when you tighten it all together. So go a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Really, it depends on how big you want this top hanging loop to be, or how far you make this knot. I'll tighten my wrap knot. And I'll squish those together. There we go. And then trim. And trim. And take this purple, the lighter purple, and I'm going to use it to make my loop. So now I'm going to bend it together and wrap knot. So I'll leave my tail sticking up, and this time I'm going to wrap it around all 6 so that it's combined. And I've got a little hook when I'm done. Again, you can make this as long as you like the looks of. I'm going to stop there and finish off my wrap knot. And then trim. And trim. Now I'm just going to take this same piece of purple. You can use whichever color you want. And okay. So about 2.5 feet down to 2.5 feet down, yeah. No, 2 feet down. 2.5 feet, and you won't have any rope left. You're going to gather all the cords together. You're going to take that little piece of rope, and you'll do one last wrap knot. And this is the knot that's going to hold your plant pot in place. So we'll twist. We'll make it nice and snug. I find this little hanger is perfect for like a 4-inch pot. You don't want to go too big. You could go a little bit smaller, 3 to 4 inches. And you're just going to wrap, wrap, wrap. And then pull that wrap knot tight. Trim and trim. There you go. And so your plant will just be held up by this little knot and sit in the ropes. There you go. Thank you.